Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Crystal Bowl meditation for Friday, May 22nd. My name is Karin, for those of you who I have not met yet, and I will be playing the Crystal Bowls tonight. So we start the live event at 7, but I always like to give everybody a few minutes to be notified by Facebook that the event is on and give everybody a chance to log on and to find it. We have some storms going on again tonight in Florida because it's almost summer. And storms are common this time of the year. So depending where you are in Florida, you might be getting hit with some of the storms right now, and it might be a little difficult to log on. So we're going to give everybody a few minutes. And while we do that, I just wanted to mention that Stan Nazimek, who also joins us from his location in Naples and provides his gift of healing, it is his birthday today. So we want to say happy birthday to Stan. And he had plans this evening for dinner, but he did send me a message saying that at 7 o'clock he was going to energetically tune in and to provide that gift of healing as he does. Once we start back at our live, or in person, should I say, meditations at Kunjani and our yoga place, Stan is going to formally introduce himself. Hey Lisa, oh, nice birthday cakes for Stan. Stan is going to formally introduce himself and give a few minutes of just his background, because he's always a mysterious character that kind of comes into meditation, sits in the corner, provides his healing, doesn't say much, and leaves. So he's going to talk just a few minutes about himself next time we can all get together in person. And the other thing that is special about today is that it is May 22nd, 2020. So that is a whole lot of twos going on. And when you get into numerology and astrology, sacred geometry, you can't avoid numbers. Numbers are the universal language. And 2 is the number of duality. And we have to have duality to exist. We have to have good to have bad. We have to have dark to have light. We have to have pain to experience no pain. So all of these dualities need to exist. We need to have clouds in order to have sun. And so today being May 22nd, 2020, it is also the new moon in Gemini. And Gemini is all about dualities, right? All of you who are Geminis, hi Maria. All of you guys who are Geminis or no Geminis know that there's not just one side to a Gemini, and you never know which side you're going to get typically. And they can be very strong personalities, and that is just the essence of a Gemini. They live in a duality-filled world. Hi, Jean. And so with today being May 22nd, 2020, and the new moon in Gemini, we are filled with duality. And I follow somebody online, she calls herself the Astrology Wonder Girl. If you've not checked her out, she's on YouTube, she's amazing. And she puts out astrology reports on the new moon and full moon for free on YouTube, and then a bunch of things on her website. So I listened to it today, as I always do, and she was talking about this one in particular, this new moon in particular, could be very frustrating for us, because as the Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto planets had all lined up, and they don't do this, once every 35 years. We've been in this transition for this past year, where we want to let go of the things in the past 35 years that have no longer served us. And it doesn't mean that they were bad or no good. It just means that we've changed. The world has changed, and we are moving into a new 35-year period of how we want that to look and how we want that to be. So it doesn't mean we're leaving all that behind. We can take the good stuff with us, but it may just look differently in our future. But right now, with this new moon in Gemini, May 22nd, 2020, we are in a gray hole, in essence, where maybe what we thought we had left behind and we were done with, we were good with this emotion, this event, this person, whatever it was, is now coming back, and we thought we were all ready to go forward, and now the past is kind of creeping in again. So we can't go forward because now here's the past. And again, it's not a bad thing. It just could be causing some frustration if we don't know what to do with it. Should we go back there? Should we look at it? It's definitely coming up for a reason and needs to be embraced. And whether you take it forward with you into your next 35 years, that's great. It's probably just going to look a little different. Or if it's coming up for healing and it needs to stay in the past, then we need to do that. But this next month, this next 4 weeks is really that time of what do we do? What do we do with it? And just acknowledge it. Go into your heart. Feel what feels right to you. And I think your perspective will start to change on things that may be coming up for you in the past. And with a new perspective on things, it'll be much clearer in your heart how to go forward. So I hope I explained that well. If not, again, check out Astrology Wonder Girl on YouTube. She's amazing. She's a little powerhouse of knowledge. So with all that being said, if anybody else is saying, hi, I only get the first 3 comments, and I can't see anything past that unless I go up to the screen and scroll. So, but please leave your comments because I'd love to read them afterwards. Somebody who's been watching, she said, hey, where's your donation button? I haven't been able to find it. I thought it was on Facebook, and maybe it was on Facebook. I got to get it back on there because this is done through the Firefly Within Foundation. We wouldn't have any of these crystal bowls. We wouldn't have the microphone. We wouldn't have the crystal pyramid if it wasn't for the foundation and the donations from people to the foundation. 100% of the donations go to the foundation to do things like the crystal bowls, meditation in schools, give new meditation seats, serape blankets, yoga mats, whatever it is that we need. It goes back to the community. We donate a lot of it. We've donated some to Kunjani. We've bought them new chairs. We've, we open up, and every week or every month that we're there, they have their own nonprofit that we take donations from. So it's a really nice building of the community and giving of the community back and forth. So thank you if you've donated. We really appreciate it. I did put the link to their website in the comments if you want to take a look at that and take a look at the foundation's website. I also put a link in there to my website, which is Firefly Within, without the foundation, because I do quantum biofeedback and Reiki and sound healing. I have essential oils. I think I showed you guys last time that this is like stocked with essential oils. Back there, goes all the way up. And I am seeing clients, so if you're interested in that, knowing more about that, you can check out that link too if that calls for you. So without further ado, we are going to start the meditation here. So I start with reading a short prayer from the Prayers of the 7 Sacred Flames prayer book, and I found a beautiful one. They're all beautiful. But a one to infuse our auric field with a violet flame of healing for ourselves personally and for the planet. It's really lovely. So I want you guys to get comfortable before we even start the prayer. And then we go into the crystal bowls for about 30 minutes or so. It's guided, so it ends when it ends. Or when Amos, my cat, tells me it ends, and he's actually here in the office with me. He's on the chair right now, supervising as cats do. And then we'll pull 2 cards. We'll pull a card from the Archangel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and we're going to pull a card from the Fairy deck by Karin K. And they're both lovely. And these are good cards, but the cards aren't your thing. After the meditation, you can just go about your evening, okay? But I hope you stay tuned for it because they are lovely messages. So I want you to get into a comfortable position. Make sure your notifications are turned off on your phone. Try to be in a position where you won't have very many disturbances, if any at all, because you want this time for yourself. And if you're sitting up, it's nice to have your spine as straight as is comfortably possible, so you can allow the energy of the sound and the energy that Stan is sending to enters your crown chakra, the top of your head, It's going to travel down your spine into your different meridians and chakras, and then travel back up, and it makes this beautiful helix, double helix track up and down that spine, like the DNA. So the straighter your spine is, the easier it is for that energy to travel. If you're laying down, if you're curled up, if you're eating your dinner, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Just if you do want to get the full benefit from it, then that is the best way to do it. And also to keep yourself hydrated with water, because it helps to allow the energy to flow. And if you are laying down, grab a blanket, grab a pillow. If you're outside in nature, listening to the birds and watching the sunset, then that's beautiful too. You can't do meditation wrong, basically. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths together before I read the prayer. And you'll want to breathe in through your nose, if you can, if it's not clogged. And then out through the mouth. And when you breathe in through the nose, your abdomen is going to expand, because that allows the lungs to expand to get in the full capacity of the air. And when you breathe out, you want to breathe out through your mouth, and then that abdomen is going to push back in to help expel the air out of the lungs. So it's nothing that's forced, but you have control over it, so you'll be able to do it gently. So we're going to take 3 breaths together. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more in through the nose, nice and even and gentle. And out through the mouth. You can keep the breath going and always return to it during the meditation. So this is a prayer for an auric field of violet flame healing. In the name of the great I Am, I call to beloved Saint Germain to saturate the world with waves upon waves of violet fire, to infuse every particle of life, every man, woman, and child on this planet in an auric field of violet flame to protect and to awaken them. I ask that this action be sustained until full perfection is restored. In the name of the I Am that I Am, from the Lord God of my being, I ask now that every cell, every atom, and every electron of my 4 body systems, all my subtle bodies, every particle of life of who I am in all dimensions and states of consciousness, be totally filled with the wonders and the miracle energies of the violet flame of freedom's love. I now ask to be filled again and again, 24 hours a day, each day of my life, and so be it. Beloved, I am. when you're ready, you can start to make some subtle movements if you'd like, or just stay still and keep your eyes closed, or you can gently flip them open. Just be grateful for yourself for allowing this time for you. I'm going to pull a card from the Archangel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue on this new moon in Gemini, May 22nd, 2020. Let's see what it has to say. All is well. Archangel Jeremiah, everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. All is well. Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So maybe it is talking about this next 4-week period, this next month, from this new moon to the next new moon, which is going to be in Cancer. And things do shift in Cancer more to an emotional time and expression. But Archangel Jeremiah is reminding you that all is well. We often don't understand why things are happening when they're happening. Sometimes they certainly don't seem like a blessing. But when you have faith and trust that everything is working out as you wish them to, so be careful what you're wishing for. Because what's going on in the universe is everything that's happening is a reflection of what you're putting out there. So if you're putting out there that I'm always late for work, I always get stuck at the red lights, it always happens to me, of course I always get blamed, that's what you're going to be getting. So if you put out there what the prayer said in the auric field of violet flame, is that you are love, you are compassion, you are divine health, all of your relationships are beautiful, everything goes your way, this is what the universe will be answering, okay? It's never too late to shift. So let's see what the fairies have to say tonight. I like that first card. Wisdom. It's a beautiful white fairy with a white owl. It says, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? I tell my son that all the time. Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So this goes into what we were talking about, what this new moon in Gemini could be representing, especially with Mars in retrograde. I think there's 3 planets in retrograde. So if there is a challenge that you're getting through these next 4 weeks and you don't really understand what it's all about, you just have to have faith and trust that it is working out for your highest good and tap into the inner wisdom. And that's what you did with the meditation tonight. Every time you do a meditation, every time you give yourself the space to get out of the head and into the heart, that's where the wisdom is. It's in the gut and it's in the heart. So if you are still experiencing some challenges, go within and find that wisdom to get through it, because all is well. And you will soon find out why everything is happening the way that it's happening, okay? So a little bit of fun homework, if you will, for the weekend. And once again, happy birthday to Stan. Amos is out like a light, sleeping like a little kitten, so he's a cat. And everybody have a wonderful, beautiful weekend, and I will see you back here Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Bye, everybody.